Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a nice bright makeup look for you. So I have done my eyebrows already. I will leave a link down below. And I'm just adding an extra step to what I normally do, and this is using the 100% pure brow fibres. So it's kind of mixed between gel and it has a little bit of fibres in there just to give you some extra volume, and also the gel to stay put. So that's in soft brown. So first I'm going to be doing my eyes for this look, as I'm going with a lot of sort of loose shadows, so if there's any fallout I can easily wipe it away. So I'm using this eye primer here. This is from Venom. So I'm applying it all over with a synthetic brush, and then I use my finger to sort of blend it in even more, and the warmth of my hand sort of helps melt the product as well. Do apologise, I do have a bit of a head cold. So I'm going to be setting that with this mineral powder foundation from Mgnaturals. This is an ivory fair. So the first shade I'll be using, is this beautiful bright orange. This is from Venom. I'm using a big fluffy brush here. This is my transition colour. So I'm popping this into my crease, going back and forth. Always starting from the outer corner, working inwards, and I'm actually wanting this colour to be sort of even all over, so I'll be going back and forth until I'm happy with that colour. Keeping it nice and blended. Clean brush here just to smoothen and soften out the edges. So next I'll be taking this beautiful bright pink shade with another fluffy brush. This one is ever so slightly more dense, and we'll be popping that into my crease, sort of just underneath that orange shade, but sort of blending them together ever so slightly, but concentrating it more on underneath and going that little bit on the lid there. Again, I'm wanting it to be as even as I can from the outer corner to the inner corner. And now I'm applying just a little bit more of the orange shade, because when you are blending you do lose a bit of the colours, a little bit of the brightness. So blending back and forth until I'm happy. So now I'm using this beautiful sort of bronzy orangey shade, and this one does have slight shimmer, and I'm going to apply this all over the lid. So yeah, it's sort of mixed between a brown, copper and orange. It's kind of all of those together. Copper orange. So I'm using a flat shader brush for this, and I'm putting that all over my lid there, and just going back and forth blending the pink and the orange. So that shade as well is from Venom too. Clean brush now, just blending it all out, making sure it's all even. Now I'm curling my eyelashes. I don't curl my eyelashes that much anymore, but I felt like I needed to with this look. So I'm using this Benecos liquid eyeliner now, and I am doing a wing as well. I've got the biggest concentration face ever when I apply my wings. So I don't know, I change my step all the time with my wing, depends on how I'm feeling. So today I decided to go the wing first and then do the liner. Sometimes I'll do the liner on the lash line first, then the wing. It just depends on how you feel. So I'm sort of grabbing it from that wing now and just moving it across. Going from the outer corner to the inner corner, just using sort of doing little lines and connecting them all together rather than one big line. Going back and forth until I'm happy. I wasn't too stressed about making it perfect yet, because I'll be putting some lashes on, and I always make sure it's even and nice once I put the lashes on. So now I'm using this mascara. This is from Venom as well. Just putting a few coats of that on. Showing you the difference. So I'll be finishing the other eye, and I'll be back in a minute. So yeah, I'm now using these Natural Instinct wipes, and I'm going to clean up that eye, so any of the shadow that's fallen underneath the wing, and also sharpening the wing as well, and getting rid of any eyeshadow that might have fallen down. So I will be using this Mgnaturals BB cream. I'll be using this as a primer. So I sort of warm it on the back of my hand, dot all over, and then use circular buffing motions with, this is a brush from Venom as well. BB creams are fantastic on their own, but they're actually really good as a base because it gives you a little tiny bit more coverage. So if you have a medium coverage foundation, you can get a little bit more full if you mix your BB cream with a foundation. So I'll be using this Venom foundation. This is in the shade beige. So this is a little bit warmer than my skin, but I find once I use with the BB cream and I use a sort of light powder, it all works beautifully and blends together and then gets the perfect shade for me. So I love this foundation. It's unbelievably creamy but very liquidy. Takes a little bit to dry, so then you've got a little bit more time to work with it. I find this is one of my more fuller coverage foundations. That's probably the only thing I find tricky with foundations with using organic and natural products, is you don't get the full coverage, but I managed to get a decent coverage with mine, so it's all about layering. So next I'll be using this CLOVE and HALLOW concealer here. This is in the shade, I think, 001, one of their lightest shades. So I'm using this method to conceal as well as slightly highlighting. So I'm actually using a flat foundation brush here. This is quite a small one, and I'm using this to blend the product, and then I use the warmth of my finger to blend it in even more. Making sure it's nice and blended into the foundation. You don't want to leave a harsh triangular line because that wouldn't be fun. And just doing the same thing, blending with the brush and then with my fingers. Kind of like painting a canvas. So next I'll be setting that all in. This is with Mgnaturals Mineral Powder Foundation. This is an ivory fair. I dot all over and then start using circular motions to blend. Making sure I go over my ears and down my neck to make sure everything's nice and set and blended. And I also am going over all the different layers as well, and that'll just help make sure it all gets locked in. Now finishing the eyes, I'm using this Benecos eyeliner. This is in a nice dark blue shade. I am going to be lining my waterline here. I love using dark liners, but a slight colour to it. I find that it just adds to a look rather than using your black. So I'm using this dark brown shade here, and we're going to be smoking up my bottom lash line. I have an absolutely loving a bright eye, but then with a really dark smoky under the eye. I don't know, it just looks still smoky but then really bright, and yeah, cool combination. So I'm connecting that to the eyeliner. I'm not going too far to the inner corner. So I'm taking that sort of copper, brown, orange shade now just to smoke out that bottom lash line, and sort of adding that little bit of those bright colours just to tie them all in together. Now I'll be highlighting. This is from MOMMA Cosmetics, and I'll be doing my brow bone and the inner corner. This is a really glittery highlighter, so I was in the mood for that today. Normally I use a bit of a subtle, but I was going for a beautiful glam look. So these lashes are Demi wispies from, I think, Salon Espresso. I'll link it down below. And I'm using my Sarah Jean tweezers here to apply them, and the glue as well from Sarah Jean Lashes. So popping in the middle and then connecting the outer corner and then inner corner. I don't know where I would be without these tweezers. They have helped and changed the lash game forever for me. So I'm just making sure they're nice and stuck, showing you the difference what lashes do as well. They just make your look so much more dramatic. But also subtle if you use natural lashes. They just add to the look. So what I'm doing now is just neatening up that eyeliner now, and also helping hide those false lashes. Applying some more mascara just to blend it all together, and adding some to my bottom lashes as well. Now I will be using this Benecos Trio blush today. I decided to stick away from contouring or bronzing today just because I was going for a nice fresh bright look, and why not do something different. So I swirl all these colours together to make a beautiful combination. It sort of is a bronzy, peachy, pinky colour. Now using that same highlighter that we used on the eyes, that's from MOMMA, and we're going to be highlighting the cheekbones there, the nose, the forehead, the cupid's bow. Just showing you how glittery it looks. So now, why not add a little bit more brightness to this look? I am using a Benecos lip liner here. This is in a red shade. Going to line the lips and blend it ever so slightly onto the lips as well. That'll help lock in the colour and make it last longer as well. So I'm using this MOMMA red lipstick now as well, and just popping that on. This is a beautiful bright red shade, works perfectly with that lip liner. Pretty much the identical colour to each other. I also find using lip liner helps me apply the lipstick so much more neater as well. And I hadn't decided if I was going to go matte or gloss, but I did the gloss. So this is from Venom as well. This is one of their nude shade lip glosses. It's got a beautiful glitter in that one as well. Thank you so much for watching.